What's going on, guys? Xbox Gut. Welcome to my manga collection update. It's been over 3 months since I did my very first video. My very first video was a manga collection video. So with all this new manga, let's do a new one. Alright guys, so if you guys can tell, there is a little bit of some new stuff on my shelves from the very first time, a lot. So we'll just actually start off with the shelf all the way on the right, on the top. So to start off my collection, I got Dragon Ball all the way through Dragon Ball Z. I have read Dragon Ball, really good series, very funny. If I had to compare it to anything as a non-nostalgic kind of review, I would say it's very reminiscent of a JRPG video game like Dragon Quest, and it's just very charming and fun. Moving on to Chainsaw Man, we got 1 through 10 and 1 through 3 of Die Dark. These are just two ongoing series that I absolutely love. Chainsaw Man's about to finish, but Die Dark is very early on. All right guys, moving down to the next shelf, we're gonna start off with the manga that's in the back. We have the Claymore box set, which is gonna be volumes 1 through 27. I've read all of it, really liked it, but if I had to let up a box set, this would be the first one that I would let up. Next to that, we have the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga, 1, 2, 3. Next to that, we have the Minish Cap one-shot. And then to the right of that, we have the Demon Slayer 1 through 23 box set. I haven't gotten around to that yet, but I can't wait for it. And then moving around right here, we have my Bleach 3-in-1 collection, which I'm very proud of because you don't see this too often. And I'm still looking for 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, I love the way these 3-in-1s look. And I have the last few singles to finish off the second box set. And moving on, we have the Drifting Dragons 1 through 10. This is going to be a 12-volume series. So far, what I've read all the way up to volume 6, or all the way up to volume 7, excuse me. And I got nothing but good things to say about it. Definitely a slept-on manga. Might even do a video on it later. To the right of that, we have To Your Eternity volumes 1 and 2. Haven't gotten into it yet. Definitely not my taste, but something I definitely want to give a try. To the right of that, we have the Drifting Classroom, the deluxe editions 1, 2, and 3. This is a 10-volume series in Japan, but it's collected in these 3 oversized hardcovers. What a fantastic horror manga. I'm not a big fan of horror manga, but if you know, I love this story. And then moving down here, we have just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff like my Akira box set, some novels, a little bit of comic books from Free Comic Book Day, my figure box, but let's move right on. All right, guys, so this shelf is definitely one of my throwaway shelves, absolutely, except for Dorohedoro and Parasite, but this is JoJo's part 1 and 2 and 3, but 3 are gonna be in the paperback editions, the out-of-print paperbacks. There's 16 of those, but I only have 1 through 4, 7, 8, 11, and 12. And as of right now, Samurai Executioner, there's only 10 volumes, and I have volume 1 on order. Can't wait to get that in so I can give it a try. Not a fan of samurai manga, but I definitely want to get into it. And then moving to the right of that, we have Star Blazers 2199. Only collected in these 2 oversized 2-in-1 editions from Dark Horse. Very cool concept. The synopsis is really cool. If you guys haven't heard of it, which I doubt you guys have, check out the synopsis. It's actually really interesting. All right guys, moving on, we got Parasite 1, 2, and 3. Here, Parasite is a very fast-paced read, just 8 volumes. That's a series that I would rather kind of have all of the books just to binge the whole thing, because I definitely feel like I would like it. It's like Japanese Venom. Moving on to the right of that, we have Dorohedoro 1, 2, and 3. I've only read the first 2 chapters of Dorohedoro Volume 1, and it was enough to sell me on the entire series. I cannot wait to get the entirety of the series just to be able to binge it. All right, guys, so we have the next shelf right here, and this is going to be the second half of my Attack on Titan collection. My Gantz G 2 and 3. I'm still looking for volume 1, very out of print. To the right of that, we got my Gantz omnibuses. What a fantastic story Gantz is. Wow. Can't wait to get that Osaka volume 9 omnibus. Record of Ragnarok volume 1. Haven't picked up volume 2. I loved the anime, but I can't wait to see where the manga takes it past the anime set. And to the right of that, we have Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and 1. Haven't really dove into Jujutsu Kaisen at all, other than volume 0 in the movie. What I've seen so far was really fantastic though. To the right of that, All You Need Is Kill by Takeshi Obata. The art is fantastic. It's just like Death Note. To the right of that, we have 2 or 3 one-shots of Zelda. Very good, very early beginner manga, definitely. And to the right of that, we have my very first ever manga I ever picked up, which is the Dragon Ball Z Viz Big Edition Volume 1. Yeah, this was one of my favorite pickups. Just, I can never get rid of it just because it's my first ever manga. And to the right of that, we have The Strongest Sage of the Weakest Crest. Shout out to Rampazer. He'd probably be dying right now if you heard that. Moving on to the shelf in the back, it's going to be One Punch Man complete 1 through 23. Not complete, ongoing still, excuse me. And to the right of that, we have Vinland Saga 1 through 12. Currently ongoing. All right, guys, up here on this top shelf, what a fantastic looking shelf. We got Planetes complete 1 and 2. Haven't given that a try yet. And to the right of that, we have some miscellaneous Vagabond volumes 1, 3, and 9. Not on my top priority, but we'll eventually get around to it. To the right of that, we have the 7 Deadly Sins complete 1 through 41. Just such a fantastic silhouette on the, or portrait, excuse me, on the side of the volumes. And got those spin-off volumes as well. All right, guys, before we get into the last shelf, I just want to say that this is my hands down favorite shelf in my collection. So let's just get right into it. All right, guys, starting off, the glare is going to be a little annoying, but just bear with me a little bit. I got volumes 1 through 46 and the additional 4th One Piece box set in the back. I have gold foils 1, 2, and 3. One Piece is just amazing. If you haven't tried it out, please try it out. Skypia definitely dipped in quality, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my taste in One Piece. Water 7, here we go. All right, to the right of One Piece, we got Mob Psycho 1, 2, 3, and 4. Picked those up on a really good deal for a free comic book day, buy 3, get 1 free. Shout out to Zach, he's the one who put me on that stuff. And to the right of that, we have Goodnight Poon Poon, complete 1 through 7. I haven't gotten around to it, but I feel like I'm not gonna like it just because of how sad it is and stuff like that. But it's definitely a must read in the manga world. To the right of that, we have GTO volumes 1 through 5, 10 through 11, 13 through 20. You can see the ones in the back. Yeah, I have a hefty bit amount, but definitely not on my high priority list. And all right, guys, to show you my favorite shelf in the entire house. I just got these in, and everyone's asking me why am I selling off my deluxes. This is the exact reason. Berserk volumes 1 through 40 and the singles complete. This is all by Dark Horse. 5 of them are DMP spines. If you can't tell, they're in-aligned. But yeah, man, I cannot wait to reread what I've read of Berserk up to volume 18 and just finish it out. Guys, that's what I'm going to be currently reading. So hyped for it. Then moving down to the final shelf, we got the Akira box set. Just such beautiful hardcovers. To the right of that, we have the Akira Club art book. And to the right of that, we have the No Regrets all-color hardcover complete edition of Levi. So hyped to get into that whenever I finish up the AOT. And then speaking of AOT, we have 1 through 20. And that completes my collection, guys. That has been my manga collection update video. Yeah, it is very different, very morphed from my very first video and from my very first collection. I'm very happy with what I have now. And like I said, I'm going to be reading a lot of Berserk because I have it complete finally, and the 41st volume, or the 41st volume comes out November of 2022, so I cannot wait to get that in my collection and complete my Berserk set. Well guys, that has been my collection update video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any recommendations based on the stuff that you guys saw, please let me know down in the comments. Also down in the comments is going to be my Discord link. Please join. About 30 members in there. Bunch of cool, super cool people. Thanks for watching, guys.